Alright, I'm back. Turns out you can't open Shaper Monarch's Black Door dungeon until you get to Northforge and find the key there. Of course. So, let's just go on through the storyline. Approach the door, it opens, the corridor beyond is dark and disused, the air is dusty, and you smell mold. It's not the safest looking place to go, and yet you know you have no choice. Let's walk on through! Autopilot! Oh yeah, totally suitable. Lock sliding the place. Looks like the Drakons are going to keep you under tight control while you're here. Get a good look at the guest quarters. They were only built recently, so it's remarkable that they have been allowed to decay so much in such a short amount of time. The air is full of mildew and the sleeping pads are damp and moldy. It's cold and dark. You suspect that no humanoids have actually stayed here since it was first built. You don't think you'll be able to sleep on the mats nearby. In the nearby alcove, hopefully there are better places to rest to the south. I'm looking for those healing and essence pools I was told about. Eastern guest quarters. Tap on the door. A series of taps come back. Tap a few more times. Get a response in kind. It continues for a while, however, if whoever is tapping on the door is using some sort of code, it's a mystery to you. Eventually both you and the party on the other side lose interest. It's Greta, I bet. Nope, not going that way yet. Ah, here they are. Oh hey, that actually increased my health this time. Living tools needed to open that. Spine shield, essence pods, and that. Well, it's a start anyway. Let's wait to be let in. Occasionally for a while, it's irritating that the Drakons operate on their own schedule. Eventually you hear the faint sounds of an argument taking place on the other side. Distinct roars and shouts echo to you. After 15 minutes of this, the door opens, you walk through. Hi, guy! Salazar, Galdring. Enter the central meeting hall of the Drakons have done their best to make it both luxurious and intimidating. The things that get your attention are the piles of human skulls and the trophies of shapers they have slain. Many Drakons have come to witness this meeting. They are old and scarred and wear lavish jewelry and symbols of office. They are the leaders of Quesos, come to see the envoys. Two of the Drakons, however, draw your attention. The first, standing on the shaping platform in the east, must be Galdring, the Lord of the Drakons, and architect of the rebellion. And yet, though he is enormous, you expected him to be something more. He slouches and avoids your gaze. He seems almost submissive, seemingly uninterested in the proceedings. And you do not sense his power, the raw energy that all Drakons seem to project. Second Drakon stands on the rug in front of you. He's much younger and projects powerful aura of essence and energy. And though it can be hard to read the expressions of reptilian creatures, you can see that he loathes you. He says, I am Salazar of Quesaus. I have declared my intention to question the intruders, visitors, from the lesser half of the rebellion. Why have you come here? Greta? Greta, that name, it sounds familiar. I do not recall someone named Greta staying with us. Quesaus is a large place after all, and I do not trouble myself with the comings and goings of lesser creatures. Your journey will have been in vain. You'll have to go now. What? You're kicking me out? He was clearly enjoying himself. You can feel a cold fury growing within you. He starts to speak, about to engage in some sort of taunt when Galdring says, I think not. Salazar turns to Galdring, suddenly furious. Galdring continues, The Lifecrafter is my guest, and will remain, and will stay as long as I wish. And no doubt there will be more. What will you do about it, Salazar? You wish to have no more dealings with the humans and serviles? How can you tolerate them staying in Quesaus indefinitely? What will you do about it? Salazar makes a long, low hissing noise, then turns back to you. He shakes his head, quickly coming to a decision. All right, you have entered our home, intruder. The consequences are on your head. Before you go, please know that I wish to see you safe, he smirks. How well defended are you? What sort of defenses do you require? You're suspicious. You can see he is not trying to find out how strong you are to help defend you. He's sizing you up. I require no assistance from you, signing my own death warrant. You are well defended. I will bear that in mind. Good thing I saved before I said that. Note to self, use different save file from this point forward. Enough about this. We have much to argue about. Send the Lifecrafter away. Is that all then? Go back to your quarters while we debate. Sleep for a time in your cubicle. Tomorrow we will speak with you again. The malice of his expression is unmistakable. Galdring, he says absolutely nothing. He seems to have forgotten that you were here. If you didn't know better, you'd suspect that he was trying to get you killed. There is nothing to do here. To the watchful eye of a horde of Drakons, you go back to your chambers to rest for the night. Fine, fine, you bunch of frickin' jerks. I can't believe this bullcrap. Well, time to wait for the assassins. Assassins, where are you? Thud. Draft in the air, the smell of sulfur. Then in the darkness, a long, low hiss. You know how long you've been asleep, but something has slipped into your chambers, something which is trying very hard to be quiet and coming this way. Hello? What, did we just miss each other? Like he was going this way and I went the other way? Managed to evade the intruders for a while. Hey guys, how you doing? I'll kill you! Note to self, should have hasted. Alright. You go, Crystal. Yeah, keep trying to melee me. That'll work out great for you guys. Okay, first thing, spine shield. Second thing, healing pod. Third thing, stab you in the face. I have some restoration spores, don't I? Die, please. Jerk. Drakon dies, the other intruders flee in terror. You have survived the assassination attempt. Once again, you are alone in the sleeping quarters. Finally, someone runs in. Drawn by the sounds, it is Skrizz, the Drake who greeting you when you arrived. Who was greeting you when you arrived? She takes in the carnage, stunned. He wouldn't, she stammers. He wouldn't dare! Tell the masters what has happened here. Such a violation of hospitality. They will want to meet after this. Go to the meeting hall soon. Something must be done. Oh, that was violent. Only one fine skin. An ivory skull? But hey, plus endurance is pretty nice. He wouldn't dare! How dare he do these things he dared to do? All I know is I'm glad I put these 2 blessings on, and I'm also doubly glad that he fixed this so it actually increases your health. Because I could have sworn it didn't do that last time. Let's just save like that now, just in case the pain train translates over into the next fight and I can't handle it. Okay. Considering that someone just tried to kill you, this should be an interesting conversation. Wonder how much of it I'll get to take part in. Hey, guys. Turn to the central meeting hall where the Council of Drakons has gathered once again. Looks almost identical to how it did before, with 3 clear differences. First, all the Drakons are tired and grouchy, having been roused from the sound sleep. Second, while Galdring is still disinterested, you think that he is smirking. And third, Salazar is furious. Once again, you enter the chamber. Salazar opens with a hostile inquiry. I will be brief, so that we can return to the comfort of our mates and our hordes. We have all been summoned now, so the truth can be found out before rumor has its way. The little intruders have been insulted. Turns to you. Is that so? Oh, it's nothing. Hardly worth noticing. Though they are irritated by your presence here, the Drakons are greatly amused by the response. The room begins to take on a subtle party atmosphere. Only Salazar isn't laughing. Your nonchalance is admirable, I'm sure, but an accusation has been made against our honor and our hospitality. We may be rude, we may kill guests who displease us, but not like was said. You say, do you accuse any of us of dishonor? Salazar? I don't think I can handle Salazar. I mean, the last one was bad enough. I do still have that Wand of Inferno, but I don't think he's going to pull the same tricks that his little envoy pulled. I'm pretty sure that if I tried to duel Salazar right now, I would be curb stomped. You know, turned into a fin shaper styled paste, spread out over a piece of toast for them to eat later. Ah, what the heck. You! Salazar looks furious. None of this is working out the way you thought. All the other Drakons, however, think that this is hilarious. Galdring intercedes. You may be right, little one, but hold your place. I cannot let a tiny outsider give a proper challenge to one of our most powerful citizens, as much as I'm sure Salazar is dying to accept. And I'm dying to accept too. Literally dying. I would be dying if I accepted. As Salazar simmers quietly, Galdring continues. You have been wronged, and therefore none of us will argue with my allowing you to make a request of us. Modest cash payment. Let's go to Greta. Asking about the Drakon project would probably get me killed. Greta is what the rebellion wants. Of course, getting Greta would probably indirectly help me with the secret project, because she probably wants to know what's going on up there too. Everyone except the Drakons wants to know what the Drakons are up to, basically. The Rebellion, the Shapers, the Trachovites, that squirrel, everyone. Even my dog wants to know, don't you? And don't give me that look. He's just staring at me. I don't know what you want. Leave me alone. Well, I did just save. What is the Drakon project? You think in return for this tiny offense we will share our greater secrets? Never! Try again! Okay, then Greta begins to speak. You still think that she is here? Well... Galdring cuts him off. Enough of the charade, Salazar. I invited her here. You will not let her leave. Everyone knows it. Or everyone knows it now. Turn to your chamber. I will have the eastern guest chambers unlocked for you. You may see Greta. After you have spoken with her and had time to complete your rest, we will have more business. We still need to debate what to tell you and when to let you go. Now go. As you turn, you can see the other Drakons are pointing at Salazar and smirking. Galdring seems to be gaining more confidence and influence, and every minute, Salazar watches you with pure hatred as you leave. Okay. Well, I couldn't get the secret project data. Oh, let's go find Greta. She's in here somewhere. Hey Greta, how you doing? I'm actually tougher than you now. Can't open that. Just a sec, I'm checking your stuff. Torrent gem. Aura of flames. Neat. And a living tool. Very important. And none of these are owned, so they're all mine. Okay, lady. Surprised and pleased to find General Greta sitting in this alcove, sitting and sipping tea as if nothing unusual was happening. She's very pleased to see you. Well, this is a relief, though I'm surprised it took this long for Latalia to get anyone here. I'm not sure I could be exposed to Drakon politics for much longer without dying of boredom. Krizigz kept me informed on what has been happening. The Drakons are arguing now. I'll keep them busy for a while. We have to act quickly. Okay. Tell me more. Well, the Drakons are half the rebellion, the only effective half to